It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will join us moments from now. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Wizards. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. And at center, it's Marcin Gortat, the 6'11 versatile scorer and finisher, known as the Polish Hammer. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Booker in at the 4 slot. And for the Bulls, Hinrich is out there with Jimmy Butler. And down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida, the 6'11 tornado of energy and effort. It's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then there's Dunleavy, and it's Boozer in at the 4 spot.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Now here's Wall. 6 to shoot. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Wall. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Trevor Ariza is not really a great offensive player. But defensively now, that's a different story. He's a stopper. He's got good length and athleticism. And I like the intensity he plays with. This is a guy that only played 1 year of college basketball. He's made a nice career for himself in the NBA.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I caught up with Coach Randy Whitman. Well, he talked about how tough a matchup the Bulls are for any team because of their defense. He said Coach Thibodeau really knows how to prevent an offense from doing what they want. The Bulls are experts in taking away options. If we're going to win, we'll have to find a lot of different ways to get points. Indeed they will, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And for Ariza, you remember that postseason with the Lakers, Steve, back in 2009? We shot the lights out.
Yeah, and you wondered at that time whether the light had really come on for him offensively. But I think he's still a player who's best suited rebounding, defending, being a hustle guy, an energy player. And when he makes shots, it's just kind of gravy, but really it's about everything else with him.
Good description. Now here's Butler, and Boozer backs in. Fade away, gets it to go. Here is Wall. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. It's Beal on the wing. Beal gets a screen from Booker. To the paint. Goes up off the pick.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Getting road wins was one of the biggest struggles for the Wizards last season. Started out slow, and even after Wall came back from injury, they still weren't exactly taking care of business on the road.
Butler with the ball. Now Beal defending. Butler kicks to Hinrich. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and it's blocked by Gortat. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, Clark, back to the Wizards on the road. You mentioned their slow start, but just to illustrate how bad it was for them, it wasn't until mid-December that they got their first road win. Steve, they lost their first 8 to start the year away from Washington.
Yeah, it was a shame, too, because that start kind of took them out of playoff consideration. And they ended up playing really well down the stretch, but at the end of the season, they were actually okay on the road, and they were pretty competitive, in fact.
Here's Hinrich after the made shot from Gortat. Boozer defended by Booker. Shot from 16, and that one hits back iron.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Butler dishes to Boozer. Hinrich outside. It's stolen by Wall.
That pass never had a chance there. His timing was perfect in going after that steal.
Puts the lead pass in front of him. Gortat misses.
tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with the hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
Now Ariza. After the missed three from Dunleavy.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Hinrich kicks it to Noah. Back to Hinrich. And again, no good by Chicago. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
And so it's Washington with it. Pass to Gortat. Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Ariza. No good from outside.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
Now here's Wall. Feeds it to Beal. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that three from the corner.
Yeah.
Here's Dunleavy, and Chicago with another bucket. Washington leading now by 3. Beal with it. And stolen by Butler. Now here's Hinrich. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. And it's Gooden in for Trevor Booker. Beal the pass to Wall. And that's going to be a travel.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It'll really snowball on you.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Gibson. Kicks it to Augustin. Ariza covering. Here's Butler. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. Will shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Now here's Gibson. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Butler attacking. Pass to Augustin. And that one's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Beal. Wall up top, guarded by Augustin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, in one of the more compelling postseason stories, the question about when the Bulls would bring Derrick Rose back just continued to hover around the playoffs. Ultimately, just never happened.
Martell Webster, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Well, back to the Bulls, and even without Rose, I think the team made a big statement, Steve, with how they played in the postseason. They showed that they weren't just a one-man show with Rose running things, and they have a solid core and system that will always compete.
Well, it's the second straight year that the Bulls have essentially been without Rose in their playoff run due to injury. And so I think Chicago fans are kind of wondering what exactly the roof is for this team, the ceiling, if you will. Let's hope that Rose stays healthy this year, so we'll find out.
Gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 3.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Wide open look. And another miss by Washington.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 16-6 run. He feeds it to Augustin. Noah with a screen on Miller. And Augustin kicks it to Noah. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, Joakim Noah, part of those back-to-back championship teams at Florida 2006 and 7, was kind of skinny in college in his first years in the league. But he's done a really good job of adding muscle to his frame. That work in the weight room and in his basement have served him well.
Now here is Miller. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He dishes it to Gooden. Back to Miller. Makes it off the glass. And with the big minutes that Joakim Noah is asked to play, it's a good thing he's been so dedicated to staying in shape.
He's another player, Kevin, who does yoga in the offseason. He's even trained with big wave surfers in Hawaii, going underwater with weights in his hands, doing jumping and running. Pretty interesting training regimen, but of course he's a very interesting guy.
Pretty wild, huh? They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And Webster kicks to Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Nene. Misses the layup. Chicago leading by 3. Now Augustin. The pass to Noah. Snell. And there's the feed to Augustin. Offensive rebound. Gibson. The layup off target. Wizards trail by 3. Now the dish to Ariza. The Wizards working the ball around now. And Webster kicks to Miller. Hane setting the pick for Miller. Gives him the lead pass. Gibson with the steal. Snell. Ariza covering. Misses the step-back jump shot. Wizards have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. It's Miller on the wing. Uncovered. That's good on the jump shot. Miller's got his second bucket. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, I tell you what, you consider all the injuries the Bulls had last year, and you look at the 34-18 mark against the Eastern Conference, and it's absolutely remarkable considering what they had to go through personnel-wise.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Augustin against Miller. Passes it to Augustin. Three-pointer. No good. And the Wizards now going the other way. And back to the Bulls in the East. It wasn't just one guy who stepped in the shoes of Rose or the departed Ashik. It was a group effort.
You know, you looked at the roster last year, you kind of scratch your head. You go, how is this team going to get to the second round without Derrick Rose? But they did it with a group of role players, with a front line that was tough and nasty and rebounded well, and with great coaching, too.
And the foul called on Andre Miller. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Well, it was an ugly start to the season for the Wizards. Tried to revamp by trading for a host of veterans, but out of the gate, times were tough as they lost their first 12. Eventually got things turned around and were more dangerous when John Wall got healthy.
The difference for the Wizards after Wall came back, as you said, Clark, was just day and night. They were so much more energized and seemed to relish the role of playing the spoiler for a lot of teams, Steve, down the stretch.
Yeah, they looked like a playoff team by the end of the year, and that's the challenge this season as we watch this club play it out. I mean, can they stay healthy? Can they continue that hot run that they had at the end of last year? And can that carry over into this one? You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
And Augustin kicks to Gibson. Snell. And the Bulls with another miss.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Bulls. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
Wizards trail by 3. And here's Miller. Dishes it to Ariza. He kicks it to Booker. Expanding his range. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Augustin with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Here's Augustin. Kicks it to Butler. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Andre Miller. Washington shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Ariza dishes to Booker, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Gentlemen, in a lot of ways, Joakim Noah is the heart of this Bulls team. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, he's an all-star, and I can see him winning Defensive Player of the Year. But the most important thing is he plays to win. He can have 5 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 blocks, and he's happy because we won. Guys, Derrick Rose said it best. He's a warrior, and everybody is following him.
Thanks, Doris. He's such a character, so passionate about his defensive role.
Well, the big thing with him is that corner three-point shot. That's his spot. He loves drifting to that area. And so defensively, you've got to keep an eye on him. But what that does is it limits the amount of help you can give when he's on the floor.
Something else I'll say is that he loves those catch-and-shoot situations, Steve. When he receives a pass in space, it's right away looking to shoot it.
Here's Boozer. Another miss by Boozer.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
And Augustin kicks to Hinrich. And good! Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustin.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Dunleavy, defended by Beal. Pass to Hinrich. Outside Boozer. Gortat's there. Just 5 on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gortat with the block. The Bulls have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second.
Boy, the Wizards had a hard time getting wins against the rest of the conference, and it's a big part of why they never built any momentum up at any point of the season. When you can't find it in your ability to beat other teams in your conference, it's a long season for you.
There's the call on Trevor Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Boozer kicks to Augustin. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Gibson. And the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. Well, back to the Wizards. 52 games this season are played in conference, and they struggled against the East, so it really did create a huge roadblock for them. Only 15 conference wins for them, and Steve, that was the 2nd fewest in the East.
Yeah, and the East, as we know, last year was really weak, so that number is pretty alarming, especially when you consider how well Washington played down the stretch.
Beal against Augustin. Here's Boozer. That one a little long.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Nene, the pass to Gortat. And Gibson sends it back. They recover. And Nene slams it in. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Gibson. Nene on him. The 9-foot shot. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got 9.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
All with it. From beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, you know, Carlos Boozer wasn't as efficient last season as we've seen in the past, and I think in large part it was due to the extended absence of Derrick Rose. He was the bailout option for the team on many occasions.
He feeds it to Gortat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Clark, for Boozer, you talked about his offensive efficiency. Strong, physical player, but he only averaged about, Steve, I think like 3 free throws a game last season.
Well, he's a fadeaway jump shooter. He's an excellent offensive player, pretty efficient in his scoring. But most of his post-ups end up in fadeaway jump shots, and that's why he doesn't get to the line very often.
He dishes it to Augustin. Back to Hinrich. Clock at 6. He passes to Dunleavy. Rebound, Washington. Nene's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to Gortat. Makes the lead pass. Webster. He's covered by Boozer. Wizards passing it around. And again, Washington no good. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Augustin with it. He's picked up by Wall. Hinrich outside. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Hinrich's got 5 now.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Here's Beal. Webster. And there's the pass to Nene. Nene off the pick from Beal. The kick out to Wall. Tries it from 9. Lays out. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Noah with a screen on Beal. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And now a 6-point Chicago lead.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Now here's Wall. There's the feed to Beal. Back to Wall. The dish to Webster. Gortat covered by Noah. Stolen by Boozer. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, he shot 73% from the line last year. Fairly average in terms of where he stands in the league.
The first free throw is good.
Hey, people had no idea, guys, how the Bulls were going to do last season dealing with the Rose injury, but they showed very quickly that they're going to be a team in the hunt, and they were still going to be hard to beat at home.
And back to the Bulls at the United Center that Clark was just mentioning, 24-17 here in this building a year ago. And even though, Steve, they didn't have a lot of high-flying highlights here, they knew how to close out games.
Well, they defend, and that's the main thing. If you want to finish and close out games, you have to be able to defend and rebound. And that's what Tom Thibodeau's teams are always all about, and this year is no exception.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
And Wall kicks to Webster. Beal. Passes to Webster. Benet setting the pick for Webster. Here's Wall. Offensive rebound. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
The offensive rebound. Here's Nene. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
The Wizards have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A bit of an odd year for Kirk Hinrich, who normally is a very efficient player, but started off last season shooting way below his career norms from the floor. Ran the team pretty well, but it was kind of strange to see him shoot so poorly.
The Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. And going back to Hinrich, more of a jump shooter offensively. Sometimes that shot can come in, of course, as you know, go.
Yeah, he's not the scorer that he once was in his younger days, but the main attribute for Hinrich is his defense. Just an incredible defender, great footwork, fundamentals, anticipation, and much stronger than he looks. He can guard 1s and 2s.
Here's Nene. Can't get it to go. Good D by Boozer. Augustin with it. He's picked up by Wall. Hinrich off a pick from Boozer. And Hinrich gets it to go. Hinrich's got 9 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Beal against Hinrich. Stolen by Boozer. Now Augustin. He's got 6. Dishes it to Noah. Hinrich passes to Boozer. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Wizards trail by 9. And Beal kicks to Wall. Left side, Wall. Here's Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 8 points for Marcin Gortat. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, this summer the Bulls broke ground on a new 60,000 square foot practice facility situated just east of the United Center. Starting next season, it will replace the 12-year-old Berto Center, a half-hour away in Deerfield, Illinois. The Bulls coming back downtown and doing it in style, in a state-of-the-art building with all the amenities, including a rooftop green terrace. Kevin?
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. And that one's good. 8 points for Butler.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And Beal kicks to Wall. It's good from long range. Wall's got 10 points.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Boozer a screen on Wall. Hinrich dishes to Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marcel Webster. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
People have talked about the defensive renaissance in Chicago as a big part of their turnaround, and that's accurate. Thibs has done wonders for this team defensively, but another aspect is that they've had one of the deepest benches in the league the past few years, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Gooden comes in for Gortat, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Webster. Stolen away. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. He kicks it to Butler. Left side, Butler. Hinrich. With 1 second left. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. Andre Miller's checked in for the Wizards. The Wizards working the ball around now. Benet setting the pick for Beal. Trying his luck deep. Miller, no luck. Going back to what you said, Clark, about Chicago, it is a credit to them that they've been able to constantly add or draft talent that is ready to step in for them, and Steve contribute off the bench.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You think about Taj Gibson, a late first-round pick. Jimmy Butler last year really emerged as one of the best young players in the league. Great story. So terrific job by the Bulls front office in figuring out which player to take later in the first round.
Shot by Gooden is no good, and the call will be against Drew Gooden. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Wizards trail by 12. Kicks to Beal. Back to Miller. With 2 seconds left, and the layup is good. Miller's got his third bucket of the night.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
And that does it for the first.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Damon Bruce here. It's time to review all
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The second half just about to get going here.
Talk about a terrific game for Butler. 12 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
Back to Hinrich. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Here's Boozer. Tries to keep it alive. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Here's Beal.
What a throw down there. Man. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Wizards making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Hinrich passes to Boozer. Feeds to Dunleavy. Pass to Hinrich. He dishes it to Noah. Gortat's there. Here's Hinrich. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, it's not typical. They have been really dominant on the glass. Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
To me, one reason why Carlos Boozer is such a valuable scorer is that he can hurt you in a multitude of ways inside. He can hit the rainbow jumper of his, and when he's back to the basket, can go over both shoulders very well.
And for Boozer, you remember the story. Growing up in Alaska, his dad tied his right hand to his waist so he'd have to develop his left, and that was something that he worked on even more when he went to Duke.
Well, yeah, his left hand is fantastic. I mean, that's his preferred hand when he's finishing around the rim. A right-handed jump shooter, but anything around the basket is usually his left. So he probably owes his dad a debt of gratitude for tying him up all the time.
That's one way to put it. Hinrich against Wall. Boozer fires, will not go. This is off the front iron.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
Right side, Wall. Back to Gortat. Beal, defended by Butler. Gortat with a screen on Butler. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Stolen by Noah. Hinrich outside. Back to Noah. Pass to Boozer. Banked in off the glass. Boozer's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Outside, Wall. Beal with a screen for Wall. Back to Gortat. They get a hand on it. 4 on the shot clock. Beal from long range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Beal's got 8.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Wizards trail by 4. Beal gets a screen from Gortat. Gortat with a screen on Butler. Beal dishes to Gortat. Beal up top. He feeds it to Wall. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Hinrich outside. There's the pass to Butler. Shoots from 12. Good, and Hinrich gets the assist. 14 points for Butler. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And here is Beal. 8 points for him. They get it again. The kick out to Wall. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Bulls leading by 3.
Points in the paint for the Wizards, really a problem area last season. Even with their revamped front court, it was not easy for them to finish at the rim. Maybe a full year of having John Wall healthy will help that because he creates easy scoring opportunities. Great rise and dime there. He changed gears in midair to make the assist.
Wizards trail by 5. The feed now to Beal. Beal gets a screen from Gooden. Beal the pass to Wall. Ariza. The dish to Gortat. Jacks up a 3. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Gortat. 15 points for John Wall. As for the Wizards, as you said, Clark, they ended up being the second worst team in the NBA when it came to points in the paint. But they just couldn't get much going from the bigs down low, Steve.
And some of that was the injury to John Wall early because he's the one who has to set the table for those guys. But look, this is a team that has made some improvements. They're gaining some momentum. They've got some good young talent. I think that area, the points in the paint, is going to improve as this season goes on.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Wall against Hinrich. Gooden with the steal. Ariza kicks to Beal, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Hinrich outside. Back to Boozer. He's against Gooden. Right block shot. Boozer can't get it to go. Washington trailing. Passes it to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Dishes it to Ariza. Outside, Wall. They grab their own miss. Gooden. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Hinrich outside. Dunleavy. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Ariza no up.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Hinrich kicks to Butler. And a great assist by Hinrich as that one goes in. Hinrich's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Wall. 15 points in the game. He kicks it to Beal. Beal gets a screen from Gooden. Back to Wall. To tie. Shot misses.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
The kick outside to Butler. Noah. Feeds to Dunleavy. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Beal dishes to Gortat. Outside, Wall. Wall with another miss.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there, or that he keeps on trying to.
Good. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Beal the pass to Ariza. Kicks it to Gortat. He passes it to Beal. Wall dishes to Gooden. Beal with his screen on Boozer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there. You know, Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick back in 2002, you know, he hasn't been a star, but boy, has he been steady and productive in a very long and solid NBA career.
And Dunleavy, very skilled at 6'9".
Yeah, he put up some pretty good numbers in Indiana for a while. He can pass, shoot, handle the ball. Son of a coach, of course, Mike Dunleavy Sr., and you can see where Dunleavy Jr. gets his understanding of the game.
Nene, he's checked in for Drew Gooden. They get it back. Here's Booker and Gibson with the block. Augustin against Wall. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Chicago. And Wall kicks to Booker. Ariza outside. He dishes it to Beal. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Beal's got 12.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Augustin with it. He's got 8. Pass to Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Well, their worst fear came true. This is still anyone's ball game, but losing him to foul trouble will make it a lot tougher.
Andre Miller's checked in for Washington. Well, they'll pass it to Augustin. He feeds it to Noah. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustin.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Pass to Beal. Takes the three. That is good. Beal's got 15.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Augustin against Miller. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 18 points here for Beal.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
And Augustin kicks to Butler. And the pass to Gibson. Working on Booker. The feed to Dunleavy. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Washington making some changes. Gortat has come in for Nene. And it's Webster in for Trevor Ariza. There's 1:38 left in the third. Here's Gibson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Here's Dunleavy, defended by Booker. There's the dish to Augustin. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Everybody regards Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau as a defensive mastermind, and the numbers back it up again. The Bulls were near the top in every major defensive category, protected the paint, limited fast breaks, and made sure to challenge any shot that went up.
Passes it to Dunleavy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out. And the Bulls, Steve, 5th in defensive efficiency last season.
And Thibodeau, knowing him, he's probably unhappy with that ranking. This team is so disciplined and hardworking. They always have a chance to be the best defense in the league.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Butler. 16 points for him. Dishes to Dunleavy. He kicks to Augustin. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Beal. Can't get it to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Washington trailing. Miller outside. Gortat covered by Noah. Backing down is Gortat. Back to Miller to take the lead. Gets it to go. Miller's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Wizards.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Snell, Ariza covering. Augustin from outside. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
And here comes Augustin late in the fast break. Rebound, Washington. Miller's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ariza with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Ariza kicks to Miller. Feeds it to Webster. But they'll get another chance. Ariza outside. He passes to Gortat. Another shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Gortat. He has 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
Yeah, he's pretty much controlled the area around the rim, dominating this game defensively.
And the Wizards making a change here. Beal's checked in. Both free throws good from Gortat.
Well, after a breakout 2012, Marcin Gortat came back to earth last season. I mean, it had to be harder for him without Steve Nash setting the table. That's a no-brainer, and with the team as a whole struggling, his play slipped as well.
Augustin against Beal. Kicks to Augustin. 5 on the clock. The shot. And that one goes long. And for Gortat last season, his scoring, Steve, his rebounding, and his field goal percentages all down.
Well, no coincidence. Steve Nash left last year. He used to set the table for Gortat. So we'll see if he can bounce back. Still just 29 years old, but very talented. He should have some prime years ahead.
Andre Miller's checked in for Webster. He doesn't get the second one.
A lot of people talked about how undersized Bradley Beal was going to be as an off guard in the NBA, but he didn't get the message. You look at how he rebounds, you would have thought he was a 6'7" guy playing the 2-guard spot. He's a terrific rebounder for his size, fella.
Snell sinks the triple.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Miller kicks to Beal. It's Ariza on the wing. Miller outside, puts up a three. Here's Gortat, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now, when you talk about Bradley Beal, height-wise, he's not 6'6", but he's powerfully built.
Yeah, I think he's about 6'4", but he's got long arms, Kevin, and he's very skilled. And defensively, I think the potential is there for him to be a stopper. Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now, because I don't like his shot selection at all.
He dishes it to Noah. Snell. He feeds it to Dunleavy. It's Chicago with another bucket. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now Miller pass to Beal. Back to Miller. Backing down. Pass to Gortat. Clock at 4. Ariza trains it from beyond the arc. And the Wizards lead by 3.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Miller against Augustin. For the 3. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Miller dishes to Gortat. Augustin with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Augustin's running. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Wizards making a switch here. Now here's Hinrich. He's tightly guarded. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Butler. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Wizards making a switch here. Harrington's checked in.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Back to Ariza. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ariza's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Outside Butler. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Dunleavy. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Washington. Here's Noah, and hits it. Unbelievable.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Beal the pass to Webster. Now the feed to Seraphin. Seraphin off a bit from Webster. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Ariza. There's the dish to Webster. And again, Washington with the triple.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Beal against Hinrich. Hinrich off a pick from Dunleavy. Shot clock at 5. Butler kicks to Gibson. The shot is off. Nice D from Seraphin. Washington leading now by 4. Gortat dishes to Beal. Pass to Seraphin. Great D that time from Gibson.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
Outside Butler. Hinrich outside. Back to Butler, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And the Wizards making a change here. Nene is checked in. Wizards have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Nene left side. Nene off the pick from Gortat. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Gortat's got 10 points in just the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And here is Noah. 6 to shoot. And Hinrich gets it to go. Here's Beal. Dishes to Gortat. He kicks to Beal. Back to Gortat. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Just 5 on the clock. Beal can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 4. Feeds it to Dunleavy. He passes to Hinrich. Hinrich, right side. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Boy, what a throwdown after doing a great job to corral the rebound.
Well, you know, there aren't that many players with a better nose for the ball than him.
Agreed.
And with the D always scattered after an offensive rebound, he knows exactly how to get that to work for him.
Nene, defended by Gibson. And Nene slams it in. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push.
And refocus, Kevin. You got to take care of your body, and I think we ought to drink some Gatorade here, too. I thought I noticed some slip-ups here the last couple minutes from your end on the play-by-play.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Tom Thibodeau had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds to every loose ball. You gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Gortat with the screen for Webster with the lead pass. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdowns for Washington.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes. Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound, they really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
And Beal kicks to Webster. He dishes it to Gortat. Working on Noah. Gortat, the pass to Nene. Gortat, here's Ariza. They get it back. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Hinrich dishes to Boozer. Double team on Boozer. Back to Hinrich. That three off the mark. The Wizards have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Kicks it to Beal. He feeds it to Webster. Pass to Gortat. Stolen by Boozer. Butler goes in, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Bulls.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
You said it, Clark. They haven't really played competitively enough to stay in this game, yet they've been out-rebounded throughout.
No, they haven't completely out-hustled them under the boards today, and that's a concern. I mean, rebounding, as we've talked about many times, Kevin, is about effort and attitude, and we just haven't seen it here.
5 to shoot. Beal, guarded by Hinrich, working to end the run, and there's Bradley. Beal on the assist by Webster. And that's now 21 points here for Beal. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Here's Noah. Pass to Butler. The feed to Hinrich. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Dunleavy kicks to Boozer. 6 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Nice D from Gortat. For Washington, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Nice ball movement by Washington. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nene. No good. That would have tied it. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Right side, Boozer. Here's Hinrich. And another shot. The pass to Gortat. Leads him in there. Webster can't get the bucket.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock. Construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Chicago shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
So it's Washington now. Beal can't get it to go. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Wizards making a switch here. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 8. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's Washington now. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Here's Gooden. There's Miller with the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Snell.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and